Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. We're on video number 3 out of 4 for the Kitchen Table Stamper Paper and Ink card class. We're featuring Christmas cards in November. Paper and Ink card class is the third Monday of the month in my Rolling Meadows home studio. So if you live in the Chicago area and you're looking for a card class, check out KitchenTableStamper.com/calendar. If you're not local to the Chicago area and you want to get your hands on these awesome card kits, place an order. Marisa Alvarez.stampinup.net. $50 or more. Use the hostess code. I'll send you these kits automatically. All right, the card we're working on today is Deck the Halls. This card features our Christmas Gleaming Bundle. Christmas Gleaming Bundle is a 9-piece rubber cling stamp set, and you can bundle that up with the Gleaming Ornaments punch pack. 2 awesome ornament punches, 1 pack. Buy those products together and you can save 10%. I've also got the hammered metal 3D embossing folder here. Got a starburst punch. We cut our starburst from foil copper foil. And a 2-inch circle punch. We're going to go ahead and we went ahead and punched out your circle for your Deck the Halls greeting. Stampin' pads for this project are Memento Tuxedo Black, Pretty Peacock, and Coastal Cabana. I've also got some Stampin' Blends here. I've got a Cherry Cobbler combo pack, a light Bermuda Bay, dark Pool Party. Let's take a look inside the kit here and see what you got. We've got some linen thread, our punch pieces. There's our very vanilla 2-inch circle. Some scraps, usually about 2.5 by 3.5, give or take, for punching. We've got Pretty Peacock and Coastal Cabana. We've got some very vanilla here. This is for stamping and cutting our holly leaves. Well, what do I have here? Probably 4.5 inches by 2 3/4, just enough to stamp the image twice and cut it out. I've got some Designer Series paper here from the night before Christmas. This is that hat pattern from our moose. This one is 2 by 4. And then I've got a very vanilla card front layer. This is 3 3/4 by 5. And I've got a very vanilla card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Before we get started with our stamping, let's go ahead and emboss our card front. Okay, for easy 3D embossing, we've got our blue plate here, our Big Shot and Big Shot platform. We're going to just pop our very vanilla card into the folder into the machine, blue plate on top, and just like magic, we'll have a beautiful 3D embossed hammered metal impression. Now this 3D folder is a little bit thicker than a standard one, but a little bit thinner than our old 3D. So the blue plate makes embossing these new 3D folders easy as can be. No nonsense. And look at that impression. Do you see how deep and gorgeous that is? All right, we're moving right along here. Let's do some stamping. First, Memento Tuxedo Black. We're gonna ink up our holly and berries. And we're going to stamp 2 of those on very vanilla. And we'll set that aside for just a minute. Now we have Pretty Peacock and Coastal Cabana. Let's ink up Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly and Pretty Peacock. We're going to stamp that in our very vanilla circle. We're going to ink up our long ornament and Pretty Peacock. We're going to stamp that on our Pretty Peacock scrap here. And then our little ornament in the Coastal Cabana. We'll stamp that right on our Coastal Cabana scrap. Okay, stamping's done. Let's get rid of these ink pads. Got my Gleaming Ornament punch pack. let's go ahead and punch our ornaments. Aren't they beautiful? I just love this stamp set and punch pack. Now this holly, let's give it a color. Going to go in with light Pool Party, and I'm going to use the brush end of my marker here. I'm going to just kind of walk right up along the berries, and then big swooshing ovals. We're going to just fill in real loosely. And then a tiny bit of little Bermuda Bay scribbles right at the base of the leaf, maybe up the veins a little bit, and then little tiny circles of Pool Party to bring the two shades together. That's our leaves. We'll color all of our leaves the same. And then let's show you the berries. The berries are pretty similar. I'm going in with my light cherry cobbler, and I'm going to just circle inside the berries. I'm not even really concerned about going edge to edge. Then where the berries come together here in this little cluster, we'll bring some of the dark cherry cobbler at the bottom of the kind of stray berry, this rogue berry over here. Then where the two shades meet, we'll just melt them together. All right, I'll color these up, get them cut out, and we'll get this card put together. I'll be right back. All right, we're back with our colored and cut holly. Got my snail here. Let's start assembling some of these pieces. Going to add some snail, and I'm going to be generous with it on my vanilla card front. And let's put that on our vanilla card base. Now we can go ahead with the designer series paper. We'll be generous with that too, since the bottom layer is very textured. Burnish that down. Deck the Halls can go on our copper foil. And our copper foil goes off the edge of our designer series paper here. Now, I'm going to take these little ornaments. I got a 1/8 inch hole punch, and we're just going to punch a little 1/8 inch hole. Be gentle so that you don't tear the top of your ornament. We're going to thread that with some linen thread and tie a couple of bows. So just slide in through the front here, and go ahead and tie around my little ornament, and then make a little bitty bow, and we'll trim off the excess and repeat the process on our coastal cabana. There's our little coastal cabana. All right, now we need some dimensional adhesive. All right, so we want to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back side, only on this right hand side on our coastal cabana. And then we're going to put Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of our larger ornament to support the whole thing. Okay, now let's get our holly arranged on the card. I'm going to use some multi-purpose liquid glue, but I'm not gluing down the tips of the leaves. I want them to curl up just a little bit and give some texture and dimension. So our liquid glue is mostly going right on the center and behind the berries. We're going to frame that holly. Now peel the dimensional adhesive, and we're going to add our pretty peacock ornament into the holly. Then we're going to remove the adhesive backing on the coastal cabana add a little multi-purpose liquid glue. So right side, if you're looking at the back of the ornament with the ornament top up, is dimensional. Left side is multi-purpose liquid glue. You're gonna nest this little guy right up against his big brother. There it is. There's our Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly Christmas Gleaming card. If you got questions about the project, about paper and ink cards, either in the Chicago area or how to get the kits to go anywhere, you can email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. To shop Stampin' Up 24/7, buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching.